Hello, Azurilanders. Welcome to the first episode of the Azuricast. I'm Bijou, and our co-host is Thundawave, and our guests are Razres, Merushii, and Vayatir.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Well, that went well.
Wait, I thought it was pronounced Vayatir.
It is. Well, now we all know.
Yay! Okay.
Well, gosh darn it, I've been pronouncing it wrong for all these years. I'm sorry, Mark. I should talk to you more often.
Yeah, damn right you should. I'm so offended.
Yes. I know.
So offended. Anyway, let's get to the actual podcast now. So, let's start off. Latest Sun and Moon news, plus your reactions to it. So that's basically the Ultra Beasts.
I'm just thinking the Ultra Beasts are like people in the game. Like, the big fat red one reminds me of the Null guy, the Null Pokemon. Beauty reminds me of the leader of the place that has like the Pokemon Paradise, and then like the
Lusamine?
Lusamine, and like the first Ultra Beast reminds me of Lily. So I'm wondering if, and what's funny is they're all blonde-haired, green-eyed people. So I wonder if like any blonde-haired, green-eyed people in the game are Ultra Beasts. That sounds so weird, but I'm sorry.
Or maybe they're like man-made Pokemon based off of those people.
Yeah.
But which came
I wonder if
first,
they're all
the Pokemon or the human? That is the question to be asked.
I wonder if they're all siblings.
Or related to each other in a way.
Yeah. Because they all look like they could be siblings or cousins or whatever.
Let's see, what else? I'm a little iffy on those Ultra Beasts. I don't know. It just seems kind of strange, and we don't have too much information on what it actually is yet.
Yeah,
They're changing so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and based on today's news, we have Ultra Beast exclusives. Beauty is in Moon, and the expansion. I know there's an English word that's different, but red and black thing is exclusive. Yeah, Absorption is exclusive to Sun. So we have version exclusive Ultra Beasts.
I think that's pretty much confirmed me getting Moon.
Well, we pre-ordered both, but I claimed Sun, and my boyfriend, because I told him about the 12-hour time difference, and he's like, that bothers him because it's just going to throw him off playing at night, and then it's the day, and then vice versa.
Yeah,
He doesn't sound like a huge fan of that.
I can definitely understand that. That definitely put me off getting it when I heard about it too. Just because when I play at night, it's intentional, and playing during the day is intentional. I don't really want the game to completely screw with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I just like always play at night because it's convenient for me.
Yeah, likewise. I usually play during the nighttime. Just works out better for me.
Yeah.
Still thinking of picking up Sun.
Oh, Rockruff Evolutions.
Excited.
Very excited. I think both look actually very, very nice.
I love the day version. It might replace my most favorite puppy Pokemon, but I don't want to give up on Arcanine, so I don't know. It's just way too cute.
The day form is definitely my favorite too.
It looks so fluffy, which is weird because Rockruff is like rock type.
And it's supposed to be like a werewolf, right?
Yeah, the night one is a werewolf. Oh, which actually makes another confirmation on those Chinese leaks. So hopefully the final Evos are that Siren, Archer, Wrestler thing. And if it is, I'm going to be really torn between Piplup and Rowlet as my starter.
Piplup?
Not Piplup. Poplio.
Close
Poplio.
We'd all rather have Piplup in the game. At least I would.
Piplup's so cute.
I never actually used Piplup ever. I always used Turtwig or Chimchar. In Gen 4.
In Gen 4, I usually use Turtwig or Piplup. I use Piplup a lot, mainly because I just love penguins.
I only played through once, and I chose Turtwig.
Only once? What's wrong with you? Gen 4, best gen.
Gen 4 is...
I am a busy person who needs to work.
Quote, unquote, busy.
I'm staring at my thermo homework right now, and I don't think it's just quote-unquote busy, but, like, actually busy.
No,
yeah. And everything's due Friday.
Regine, you see. That is busy. Dance, choreography, any of that stuff is busy, quote-unquote.
That takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time, but it's entirely optional.
Right now, I kind of wish I was busy, because right now I have no life, and I've almost, am at the 6th badge of Pokemon White since I've not done anything. I know, right?
Okay, anyway. Next topic of discussion, the debate chamber.
Oh, we didn't talk about features we're most excited for.
When plans go south.
Maybe the Battle Royale, because we could use that for a lot of competitions on the website and stuff, since it's really, we can make our own tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
That does make things rather convenient.
Also, I'm excited for those bottle cap thingies that boosts all your AVs for your Pokemon. Like those golden bottle caps. I mean, that will be like, goodbye, soft resetting of legendaries.
Bottle caps for everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright. So, now, are we ready?
For the debate chamber?
Yes. To descend into the debate chamber.
Oh boy, the debate chamber.
Thoughts, everyone. Thoughts. We're in start with you.
I don't have a whole lot of thoughts about the debate chamber.
Got to have some thoughts,
it looks like it's going well, but I haven't really gone in there too much.
It definitely helps make things less cluttered, for sure, in terms of general chat, but it's definitely something that I really like viewing over time. I haven't posted in there yet, but I definitely have checked out every single thread in there, and it's a lot of good conversations there. So keep it up.
Ironically, it's not something I've actually posted in, despite moderating the forum. But it's mostly because a lot of the topics there are things we've already discussed elsewhere. So, personally, I'm not one to sort of debate the same thing multiple times, multiple places. I sort of like to do things once and leave it at that. I've seen criticism from several members saying that it's not really a debate, in the sense that there is no winner. And while I understand this criticism, at the same time, debate doesn't have to necessarily have a winner. It doesn't have to be like a university debate chamber or something like that, or a high school debate competition. It just needs to be a place where people can sort of share their own opinions on controversial matters. And I think it's done well.
Yeah,
I wanna... Go ahead.
Oh, so, it doesn't... Each thread doesn't necessarily have to end with a winner. And, hopefully people understand that. As for me, I usually just, post something and then leave, because I don't really like debating.
But that was the whole point, Regine. You can't do that. meant to get in there and stay in there.
It looks like that's what most people are doing right now.
Which is good. That's exactly the point.
That sounds like prison. The way that you're describing it.
Well,
it is a chamber.
We didn't want it to be a place where you just post your opinion and then leave. Because
I'm sure there's classes for that in college too.
Essentially, it's supposed to be a discussion, and you can't have a discussion with someone if they just leave instantly after posting their opinion.
Which is why I'm also not posting in it lately because I know that if I post something and then someone responds to me, I'll have to write up a response to that.
And you're too quote-unquote busy to deal with it.
Yes.
Okay, at least you admit this quote-unquote.
Well, just to humor you.
Just to humor me, more like it's true.
Yeah. I'm on the same boat as Regine. I like posting on the topics, and I like reading through them, but I don't really... I'm a horrible person that just does not want to debate with people. Like, I love talking about my thoughts and my views and stuff, and if people want to, like, back and forth with me, I guess I'll do it. Like, if they're really like, Caitlin, debate with me now, then I'm like, okay. But I'll try to generally, like, just post my thoughts and leave, like Regine does.
Yay!
The staff on this forum aren't obeying the rules that we set out. That's wonderful. Great example for the rest of the members, guys.
Well, then be like,
fire us.
Well, then be like, I'll be like, go debate now, and then I'll try to debate and see how it turns out. I mean, I could try to argue with people, see how that works.
I don't think that would go over too well, Katie.
Katie arguing with people? What?
I've never seen it.
Except Mafia. But that's a different topic.
I'm not good. Mafia should be a perfect example on why I don't argue with people.
Katie is a pushover.
I am. I'm too nice to people, and I don't like people being like, Caitlin, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Blah, 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 blah.
So you're a pushover.
Yeah, I know I am. And I've acknowledged this for years.
And do you wonder why?
And I want...
like, I know there are some people who are just like, I don't want to be mean, so I won't play Mafia.
But being mean's part of the fun. You've got to be mean.
That would be me.
I would... At least I've tried, like, multiple times. And so I was like, I'm just not meant for this game. I need to go away now.
Oh.
Yeah, true. I had my fun. I made being citizen fun again.
That's an interesting way of looking at things.
That's also an interesting way of segueing into some discussion about the current threads in the debate chamber.
Oh dear, you're trying to debate people who don't want to debate, Regine? That's pretty mean of you.
Uh-oh.
Ah, whatever. So, do we want to talk about some of the current threads, or do we want to move on?
I think for poor Caitlin and poor Rinian's sake, we should not.
Okay. Alright, next topic. League with the crew. Hey!
Oh,
boy! So,
but I haven't really leagued with the crew.
And
how am I supposed to talk about this?
So, as the members of the forum
talk about
may
what
not
you
be
know.
aware, we in the video game sub-forum, well, main forum, have this very, 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 very large thread devoted to the game known as League of Legends. In it, we discuss League of Legends. Who would have guessed? Shocker, right?
Oh no, you totally talk about Fire Emblem and League of Legends.
Yeah, man, definitely. So, and we also get together frequently on the North American server and play together. There are
Yay, NA, toxic.
We were talking about... Yes, there are a group of about 15 of us on the NA server. We have our own club. Woohoo! Clubs.
Yeah.
It's called Azuricast, run by our very own Razgris here.
Yep, that's me.
Join us.
And we do... Yes, join us. Join us. Start playing League of Legends. League of Legends. Great game. Amazing game. Free to play.
It is free to play.
Just contact one of us and we'll be happy to show you around.
Absolutely.
You sound like a salesperson.
More the merrier.
It is a sales pitch, Regine. You don't understand. I must sell to our fellow members the joys of the League of Legends. And
I need more people. I need more people to play with me so I could actually become good. I've only started again like last week.
Just don't attack minions as support.
One does not know the joys of League of Legends until they go 0-5 in lane or get executed by the wolves.
Oh no, Regine's done way worse than that. Regine's gone like 0-10 in lane.
It was because of the auto attack, and I've gotten better with that. I haven't done any killing of minions since. I've been trying.
Those were some very dark times.
So Katie here is the lowest level. She's level 12. She's the group newbie. And then
I am the group newbie.
Regine is the second newbie, even though she's playing as long as I have. Just on over a month.
Actually, a little shorter.
A little shorter.
But like,
you joined
very on and off.
Yeah, you joined.
What's awkward is I had my league account the same amount of time as both you and Regine, Mark. I just haven't played it.
Oh, that's true. You joined at the same time we did.
Yeah.
Wow, Katie's even worse than you are, Regine. Well done. You're not the worst.
Yay!
It's because I stopped playing for like a year.
And then Rin here was level 34, even started playing the game, and then quit for 2 years.
But I'm back now.
She's back playing her no-skill supports, like Soraka and Sona and Nami. And everyone else.
I like Soraka and Sona and Nami.
Yes.
So should she join Kat in that little corner?
Yeah, she's gonna join the corner with you and Kat. Like, that's the no-skill support corner.
But I play Morgana.
Wow, that's barely a notch above Regine. You sound
That's
so
some skill.
I did my first game with Jana a few days ago, and that was kind of weird, because I was not used to it compared to all the other supports I played.
Oh yeah, like, it took me forever to find out how her Q worked, that you had to actually press it again in order to make the tornado go off.
I'm the tornado lady! Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh!
I learned that you could use the shield thingy for the turrets, and I never knew that.
I know that, and I still don't ever use it when I play Janna. I never use the shield thing on the turrets. I just forget. I forget it's a thing.
Bad Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. I'm still a perfectly able Janna player. I protected Jasper from his silly death so many times. Jasper is interesting player.
But there's no saving Nick sometimes.
The best saver here is Rin. She's the best at saving people from their own stupid mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you're not SG.
But I've spectated the game.
At least you're not SG.
How about you share some of your experiences, Rin, of saving people from their own stupidity?
Yes, I do have quite some interesting experiences.
Why don't you share them? Think of one story.
I'm really not sure right now.
Oh, that's disappointing. No story.
She saved so many people. She
saved She saved hundreds of lives.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good enough story.
They are all of equal worth.
They are all grateful.
They are indeed, especially me. I'm very grateful when I have Rin as my support, protecting me from my silly 1v5 engages as an AD carry.
Mm-hmm.
I like to protect you.
Vayne main.
Vayne main the movie.
It's always interesting when you play Vayne.
What does that mean? Interesting. That's a very interesting word.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Well, I do when I say interesting. Interesting is my go-to word for bad. But I don't want to say bad, so I say interesting instead.
Radical. Bad and radical.
So yeah, the point of this was to show that there are other things you can do on the forums besides Pokemon. And there are plenty available, so why don't you come down and check out the video game sub-forum sometime? Plenty of stuff going on down there. Role-playing, stuff going on there too. Maybe do a segment on there next time. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Yay!
So the next topic.
Tournaments.
Oh wow, tournaments. Okay. So what sort of tournaments would you guys be interested in playing?
What tournaments would I like to see?
Yes, that's right.
Super Smash Brothers picks up the chair, drops mic, walks off.
Yeah, I think Smash
But isn't one already running?
Is there one?
I thought I saw a thread.
I think there is.
There...
We should probably research this beforehand.
I'm pretty sure they do that during Smash Camp as well, if I'm remembering correctly.
There is.
Yeah.
There's indeed a Smash Bros. Tournament hosted by Very Young Gold.
Yay!
Yay, gold!
Good job, Aiden.
Do you like Smash Bros? Both Wii U and 3DS? Come down to Video Game Subforum. Amazing place down there. Plenty of things going on. People don't visit it enough. It makes me really sad.
Has there been a Mario Kart one?
I don't believe there has.
I got Mario Kart 8. I would love to participate in that.
I mean, there may have been in one of the like other clubs and clans before.
Yeah, there was
that one's dead.
There was definitely a club based.
Yeah,
I remember
Smew and Quilly had a Mario Kart club a while back.
So that could be another thing.
Yeah, we can do that.
I personally like to see a League of Legends 1v1 tournament.
I was gonna say that.
That would be very exciting, I think.
More shameless plugging.
More shameless plugging of League of Legends.
League of Legends.
I'll be too
More
too scared to
1v1
participate in those kinds of competitions right now.
Why, Katie? Why? Why are you so scared?
Because I suck.
Do like hide and seek or something like
Yeah,
that.
you see, Mark. Not everyone wants to 1v1 you.
Well, they should, because I'd win, and that makes me very happy.
Well, it doesn't have to be just 1v1.
It doesn't have to be. What?
Well, it depends on
1v2?
how many people join.
I think Rian's suggesting 1v2, which is very unfair.
But remember that time, like, back when we all first joined, when, Mark, you were a Kali, and Katie and I were duoing as mid lane, and you 1v2'd us all the time?
I remember that. You were playing Lux and
Oh
Annie.
my goodness.
That was one of the funniest games played in my life.
I remember.
Yeah, Mark kept killing us over and over and over.
I'm happy to see that to you two. We can do that again if you want to.
I vaguely remember this one game where Kat and Kat's mom were playing, and I was
Kat's mom played?
The legend,
Yeah,
the legacy of Kat's mom.
Where she would only play Ashe, and I was playing Twitch, and I kept killing her.
Kat's mom
Kat lane over and over again.
Kat's mom is a bronze 5 Sona main.
She's graduated to Sona. Fantastic news.
Yeah.
Yay, Sona!
Does she have the DJ Sona skin?
I don't know. She very may well do. You have to ask Kat about that.
That's my girl playing those no-skill supports.
I have DJ Sona. My boyfriend bought it for me when I was like last year, and I still haven't used the skin yet.
You'll want.
That's horrible.
Use it.
Lovely skin.
Well, next time when I play, make sure you make me use the DJ Sona skin. Then
We shall indeed. I want to
we need the tunes.
I need you to drop the bass.
We've really gone off topic, haven't we?
Yeah.
I will most certainly drop the bass.
Okay. Next up, Mark's amazing series, Dank Dark Times in Azuricast City.
Dank.
That was such a forced joke, Reggie. You should be ashamed for that one.
Dank.
All about those dank mains in Azuricast City.
Regine, that was very badical of you.
So, once again, in our favourite subforum, video games and other stuff. It's just called video games.
Does Katie the bus driver exist?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Soon.
I have started this screenshot Let's Play series for a game known as City Skylines for Steam. It's a city builder in which you construct various cities of your own design and you get to watch them run. It's kind of very fun. And I'm creating one based in Azuricast. And because it's based in Azuricast, it's a very horrible place with lots of dictatorships, very harsh laws, high taxes, very little education. You know, the general Azuricast stuff, you know?
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Police.
Lots of police, lots of moderators to crack down on the fun. Sounds very accurate.
So come on down and join in on the
But yeah, it's been a very fun
work
project.
at a factory.
It's been a very fun project, lots of factories, as Katie points out. The whole city is basically factories, lots of making means.
And there's 15
Pollution.
garbage trucks on every single road.
Indeed there is. We have a very good garbage service, even though somehow it's still not enough. But that's just City Skylines being City Skylines.
More garbage.
More garbage.
So how is the next update going?
How is the next update going? Well, it's going well. I've not played it in a week, which is always a good start. I shall be resuming it soon, don't worry, as soon as I finish Spirit of Justice, the newest Ace Attorney game, which I'll be finishing today or tomorrow, so expect an update this week.
Nice.
And yeah, hope you guys check it out.
Cool. So like, I really like Dark Times in Azurland City, and I hope you continue it till the end.
I certainly will, as long as people keep
It is
it.
very funny.
The 100-song face-off. I didn't participate in this, but I assume you guys did.
Oh, it was my own, because last Thursday, this competition I held over the summer finally came to a conclusion. The 100-song face-off, I basically asked 20 random members to submit 5 songs to me, and they faced off, and in the end there was one song that the general people of Azurland liked the best, and it was Lindsay Sterling.
Shatter Me!
Yay!
I'm a big fan of Lindsay Sterling. I have not.
She's very, very talented.
She's very talented for what she does.
Yeah.
She just released a new album. It's called Brave Enough.
And if people...
So...
I am planning on getting a new 100-song face-off thingy up in November or December.
Oh.
Yep. We gotta have somewhat of a break, but I would love people to go down to the music forums, check out that thread, and post your thoughts on what you would like to see in the next 100-song face-off.
Sounds exciting.
Yep, if you guys...
Yay.
Yay.
And also, I think Mark has something up his sleeve.
Indeed, I'm working on a similar countdown, 50 songs this time, for video game music, and I've currently got 7 submissions, but not including myself, so I need 2 more people. 2 more lucky people to submit 5 songs. No Pokemon. Pokemon is absolutely banned from this contest, because it's overrated garbage, so you can't submit it. And so it means Final Fantasy's going to win, because everyone's submitting Final Fantasy so far.
Oh, wonderful. If you want, Mark, after this I can submit if there's room.
Yes, there is indeed room. You can submit.
Okay.
I probably should
make
submit
sure to
it.
get that done.
I'll submit a few songs as well.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to submit. Like, I forgot to nominate one of the ones that I sang in the fall semester last year.
Wait, you sing video game music?
Yeah.
Hey, you never told us this.
Because my choir is cool.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Very nice.
my choir sang like at least 2 of the songs I nominated.
Did you have a leading part in it?
No, because there are no solos.
Well, that makes sense. Right. So, I guess we're on to questions.
Yep. So, questions from the guests to everyone.
Okay, I'll go first since I'm up first. Why and how did you join Azurland, and how long do you plan to stay for? Let's start with Regine.
Well, I first found Maryland, because it was known as Maryland back then, in 2010 or so, when I was looking for a Pokédex to find out when things evolved and when things learned moves. And I really liked how the site was like, and blah, blah, blah. I used the Pokédex and the walkthroughs for 2 years without even joining the forums. And then one day I was bored because I was waiting for the next part of the Black 2, White 2 walkthrough. So I joined the forums.
And you've
Yay.
been ever since.
Yep. And how long I plan to stay for? Only time will tell. Depends on if, like, real life completely consumes me, or if all of my friends leave, and then I'm a sad person.
Like they're all trying to ditch you as soon as possible.
Oh, poor Regine.
So
Sad
mean.
life.
You're so mean.
Vince, your turn.
Oh, okay. So this is back when I was just starting out in my college years. So this is when Diamond and Pearl came out. and I was trying to come up with a team that I want to use in game for it. So eventually, I stumbled upon Maryland, and I noticed, oh, it has a team building function. This is right up my alley. So I started using such services for a couple years, and then I believe not too long after, I decided to join the forums and start posting. And I believe as long as my my old brain isn't completely gone, my username back then was Gmaster Shoebolts.
Indeed it was.
Correct.
I can remember correctly.
Okay, good. And then I posted on there. I did my due diligence for about a couple years, and then I just decided, just out of the blue one day, I just need a break. And then all of a sudden, about this time last year, I decided to come back.
Yay!
And
Yay.
Welcome back.
now, here I am. And as for how long I plan to stay for, along the same lines as Regine, honestly, only time will tell. Probably up until Pokemon decides to not be fun for me anymore, but I don't see that happening at the same time.
All right.
Rin.
Pick the next victim.
Me? Let's see. In, I think, May of 2014, I signed up for the forums because I was looking for an interesting community, and then I was way too shy, so I ditched it for a couple months.
That seems very typical of you. I can honestly see that happening.
I didn't post until August because I saw Katie here, and she looked
Yay.
really nice, and I thought the rest of the community looked nice too, so I joined.
Well, but
Yay.
you specify Katie and not anyone else. It's kind of, I see how it is. Playing
Well,
favorites.
I found her club, and I thought she looked nice, and I decided to join, so the rest of you are nice too.
Yay! I feel
Aw.
so loved.
The rest of us are nice, but not that nice, I see. I see how it is.
No.
Oh, I'm a... Okay, I know, I'm a meanie.
Katie. Katie Christine 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, one of the most beautiful usernames ever in existence. Just kidding. Well, I joined, fun fact, like 3 days before Regine.
Yay!
And it was literally me just being like, you know what? I feel like I was looking at Pokemon websites and I saw a forum, which was Maryland. I was like, you know what would be fun to do today? Join a forum. And that was basically my story.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been stuck here ever since.
Been stuck here, we're keeping you prisoners.
Stuck here.
Yep. I'm literally held at gunpoint every single day. Oh, just kidding.
Purgatory.
You're in
Help in
prison
that.
with bars on your windows.
Yep. Yep, and I'm only let out when Mark tells me I need to do my bus routes.
Yeah. You're just the bus driver for the city. You've got shit in
Yep.
5 minutes, Katie, big on it.
Yep. Anyways, for me staying it until that I have no time for forums anymore, so there we go.
And I guess
So-
I'm up last.
Yep.
So I'm the oldest here, of course, because I'm the best. I joined in 2007, unlike the rest of you pansies who kind of just lurked the forums.
Hey!
I joined following...
Listen, that team builder does.
I joined
Very
following...
convincing, sir.
following Marilyn's famous Battle of Untouchable, which on the time was one of the biggest videos on YouTube, in back in 2007 when YouTube was barely used. And it was about time Diamond and Pearl, so it attracted a lot of attention to the forums, and I joined in May under the name Demontratini, which is my name on GameFAQs at the time, and still is today, even though I barely use that forum anymore. I stayed around because I wanted a forum, because forums are cool. But I'd never been anything as big as Maryland before at the time. I'd only been on like very, very small friend-run forums. And I ended up staying until 2011, when I basically got bored of the site and left for a year, and came back in 2012, and I've been here ever since. And for how long? I've always said that I wouldn't do more than 10 years as a staff member. So I guess...
Aww.
Yeah, I guess when that time comes, that'll be when I go.
No.
What? What?
It's not for another couple of years yet, just relax.
But is it next year, 2017?
Yes.
Yeah,
So it'll be 10 years then?
No, 10 years as a staff member.
Oh, 10 years as a staff member. I thought you meant 10 years as a member. I'm like, but you'll be leaving us in a few months then.
But why are you putting a timer on it?
Because I've always said that, I believe it was Diaku124, Andrew, who posted this recently. I spent 41% of my life on Maryland, and when I sort of saw that figure, I was like, that's actually interesting. And by interesting, I mean bad. So, I just think that there comes a time when everyone's got to move on, you know? And that's probably, I think this is when my time will be.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
love you, Andrew. Keep posting. Never stop.
So,
Post forever.
Rin's question.
Oh, my question. If you could choose which Pokemon game is created next, would it be something entirely new, a remake, or a continuation, meaning a sequel or a prequel of an existing title? Let's start with Vince.
I would love to see a redone version of Gen 4.
I'd love to see that too, personally.
What's up?
I want that as well.
I think that's a
I
popular
fourth
answer.
that.
I think it's
Okay.
coming, definitely, but at the same time, I do want it. I do love Gen 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so well done. Especially when trying to get Giratina in Platinum, and the fight against Cyrus in that particular realm is just
The build-up was great.
out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to see that.
Yeah. Seeing Distortion World with like XY, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon graphics, that would be awesome.
Would be.
But the thing is, like, the Distortion world was in Platinum, and if they're Gen 4 remakes, they'd be based on DP.
Yeah, true.
Which kind of makes me feel mad, because out of the 3 Sinnoh games, I was about Diamond and Pearl, but I was like in love with Platinum.
Platinum was a huge upgrade over Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, it gave you a lot more diversity with Pokemon on the routes too.
Yeah, about those 2 fire types in Diamond
One
Pearl.
of them's a start and the other one's Ponyta.
And nothing else.
There is
I hope
literally nothing else. I hope
you like fire TMs.
the fire type Elite Four member only has 2 fire Pokemon. The rest are all like rock.
And the rest and that one
Yep.
honey.
That awkward moment when the Fire Elite Four member has a Jerflim and a Lopunny.
And a Steelix.
Yeah.
That's true. He did have a Steelix.
I guess I'm the only one that's not going to say Gen 4
I
here.
wasn't going to say actually, but it's something I want.
What? Yeah, I'm interested, Ren. What would you like to say?
Well, were you going to say something else, Mark?
Yes, actually, I was going to say a new sequel to probably Pokemon XD, Coliseum.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Because I really
That
enjoyed
would-
those
that-
games. We're doing something different than the traditional
Yeah,
Pokemon
that
gyms.
would be
Yeah.
Good.
Those were good times.
They were just so
Great
much
minds
different.
think alike.
Indeed, which means you aren't a great mind for you think of it.
No, because we all thought of DP remakes.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
fair
Gen
enough.
4.
Apart from Ren, so she's not a great mind. Someone's not a great mind here. So decide who it is. Anyway, so I would say that because the way they did things differently to the other games, and it was just more of an adventure, and I really just
It was.
I just enjoyed the GameCube era, and I'm really sad they didn't go further with that direction. Even though I think the story of those 2 games ended well in XD, I think they could have done something differently in like a different region or something that was similar.
I think they should definitely bring Shadow Pokemon back in some way.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
So, is it time for my question now?
I believe it is.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh no.
This is This is what happens when you let the old man go on Facebook. I went on Facebook and the first thing that pops up on my wall is this thing about a zombie apocalypse, and out of the original Pokemon, you have to make a team of 6. And I thought, that might be an interesting question to ask during the Azuricast. I almost said Merucast. That'd be very awkward.
Not as awkward as saying Piplup.
Listen, all Piplups are created equal. Okay. So, my question for you guys is, out of the original 150 Pokemon, and within your teams of 6, you're allowed to have 1 duplicate, 1 legendary if you so choose, but you do have to pick either Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirrel, or any form of those lines. And if you would like, you can also give each Pokemon on your team a nickname if you want. So I will start off that question by asking Mark.
Okay. So I'd answer that question. I'd first pick Squirtle, so Blastoise, because water cannons, woohoo. Definitely gonna help in a zombie apocalypse. I would go for one of my Gen 1 favorites, so Lapras. Just even though it's 2 water types, I just love Lapras, and it would probably help to escape the zombies by
surfing.
By surfing, indeed. And I would go for Dragonite because, again, another escape route, and also super powerful. Definitely can't get me in the sky. Of course, the mortal enemy of the undead is fire, so I'd probably take a fire type like Arcanine, just to burn the zombies. So that would be 4. 5th, I would take Alakazam, because strong psychic type to help balance things out. And finally, I'd go with Gengar, just because I always like Gengar. And you can't reason.
Scare the zombies.
Yeah, just scare the zombies with ghosts. Ghosts beat zombies.
Very nice. That sounds like a pretty good team.
Please spoopy 5 me.
How about Katie?
Alright. Well, for my starter, I'll probably end up picking the overrated choice and have Charizard, because that's going to be an escape route, and his fire will just burn the zombies to death. And then, I guess, I would probably also have a Lapras as well, for another form of escape. I would probably have, shoot. I'm trying to think.
That's why I opened up with, a list of 151 Pokemon to help with me.
Good idea.
Right now I have Gen 5 on the brain because I've been playing Pokemon White this whole time. I would have a Ninetales for also fire. I would have... I wonder if zombies could fall asleep. If zombies could fall asleep, I'll have Wigglytuff, so Wigglytuff could sing to them, and they could just go to sleep. Not sure about having an Alakazam, though. Actually, yeah, I'll have an Alakazam. Psychic them to death. How many Pokemon was that? 5?
That sounds about
I think it's
like
5,
you
yes.
feel it. Yeah, I think it might be 5 or 6, something like that. But you can go for one more.
Alrighty, one more. I'll have Nidoking because he's a badass and probably could just rip the zombies to shreds.
Oh,
yeah,
I mean,
I agree with that choice.
Yep.
He's jacked.
Kill all the zombies. Alrighty.
Next up.
We'll go Rin on this one.
I guess for my starter, I go for Charizard for flying and the obvious burn the zombies. Maybe Pidgeot, because I've always loved Pidgeot.
That's a good choice.
Lapras for surfing.
So far the most popular choice.
Yes. Maybe Ninetales.
More burning.
More burning. Articuno is the legendary. Maybe Raichu?
Yeah.
That is things. And electricity.
Yeah.
And one more.
Is it only 5?
That's only 5.
I'll go with Nidoking too.
I agree with ripping the zombies to shreds logic. I think that's pretty good logic.
Okay. Regine.
Oh, okay. So, for my starter, I'll go with Venusaur, because I'm pretty sure it can grow plants to trap the zombies, at least slow them down. Lapras, obvious surfing choice. Rapidash for fire and fast land travel.
Good choice.
Very good choice.
Let's see. Jolteon, because Jolteon is cool.
Yes.
And powerful. Let's see. Dragonite for flying and more power.
Yep. I agree with that choice.
How many am I at now?
You're 5.
Okay, one more. Must choose wisely. Probably Alakazam because I like power.
Yep, I agree with your power choices. I've got lots of power points too.
Very nice. Okay. So I had to make sure I limited to myself like this, otherwise I would say I want 6 Alolan Executors.
I don't think that's going to be a very effective choice.
Well, there's definitely a little bit of non-canon in my team choice, but I would start out with Blastoise just to take care of travel on water as well as water cannons, Pew Pew. I would take Jolteon because, much less like I've always loved using electric types, Jolteon's the only Pokemon I've ever gotten to level 100. But also I was thinking, like, in case you need electricity when trying to survive from the apocalypse, like, it's right there for you. All in the same lines, I would take Arcanine, always been my favorite Pokemon, always will be. I could probably travel fast on land, just riding on the back of that, plus burnate everything.
Speed.
Yes, exactly, and extreme speed. Wouldn't get burned out by Rapidash's mane either. For a duplicate, this is where it gets a little non-canonical. I would take 2 Golbats with me.
Wow, 2? Why? Golbat? Of all Pokemon?
Gosh.
Just to, because it can fly into the air and scout. Plus, I would deliberately train them to use their giant open mouths in all of the wrong ways.
Oh.
Not to be.
Oh dear.
Okay.
A bit PG.
As in like, ah!
I'm quite scared.
And just sit there and watch them both, and like, amazing. And last but not least, I would take Mew because it's psychic, it's wonderful, it's adorable, and it can do everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
So, let's see, in short, every team needs fire.
Every team needs water.
So you have to have fire.
By the way, my Golbats are named Goodmonson and Tony Blair.
Nice.
You even
Beautiful.
nicknamed them?
Yeah, I'd only nickname the Golbats. But you can nickname all the Pokemon.
So, I believe we're all done.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that concludes our first Azuricast. So thanks, guys, for staying till the end. Hope you come back for more, and we'll see what surprises the next one brings us.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.